So in the world of men's fashion, there's a lot of talk about the trend of young men wearing quarter zips, and this being an introduction to maturity and larger points of success and all that, right?
The life that you're looking to live, get dressed for it.
Some folks are applauding it. Others are pulling the respectability politics card. Some folks calling it whitewashing.
Black men were wearing suits and collared shirts in the 1950s, and we're still drinking from fountains labeled colored only.
I get all of it, I get it. But let me tell you what I'm seeing. My name is Armond WakeUp, and this is a Kairos moment centered in model ministry. So for a lot of these younger dudes, this is their first introduction to a mature aspect of their own personal style and fashion. Let me tell you, this is not anything new, because for my generation, that was the button-ups trend in the early 2000s. The same way that the youngins are swapping out the Nike Techs, we were wearing throwback jerseys, pinwheel fitteds, headbands, wristbands, and we trade all that in for a striped button-up with the cuff links. They would sell them together. And what's funny is everything was still the same size. These button-ups were 3, 4X. We were still wearing fitteds, Air Force Ones, right? However, this was a version of maturity that resonated with our age demographic. Truth be told, like, we really didn't know what we were doing, but we thought it was fly, so it is what it is, right? But here's what generally happens. Many men swing from one end of the pendulum to the other. When you're introduced to that level of maturity and let's say it reaps some benefits, you are taken seriously. Maybe you are getting a little more attention from the opposite sex, right? Now you want to abandon everything. We ain't doing Nike Techs over here. We ain't doing streetwear. And so by the time you get to my age, you're trying to find a balance. Yeah, I spent a lot of money on my streetwear, on my sneakers, and I still want to wear it. So there's this like unspoken pressure where either you have to stay all the way in streetwear or move all the way into menswear. Like you got to pick a side, and that's not true. Me personally, I like having range. I'm not a quarter zips guy. I'm more of a real thick, heavy collared cardigan person, but you know, I'll streetwear it out. I'll wear an A-frame or a beanie, or I'll wear it with some slacks and maybe some Doc Martens or some Wallabies or, you know, certain kinds of boots or whatever. Like, I love blending those worlds together because as you get older, these worlds overlap and they're kind of supposed to. Like, there's a harmony when they meet in the middle. Listen, I fully understand why people critique business casual. I did a video on my Patreon maybe a year or so ago where I said business casual is racist. My professionalism should not be tied to a collared shirt and slacks. Because first of all, clearly, whoever created business casual has no sense of style, number one. And number two, it presents this idea that there is one style of presentation that says professionalism, and that's not true. But what I love about this quarter zips trend is that it introduces the youngins to new elements that they can put into their wardrobe that they otherwise wouldn't have considered. Though it's trendy, you kind of got to meet folks where they are. I don't see quarter zips as assimilation. I see young men taking a swing at presenting themselves intentionally. And I think for older men, this creates an opportunity to give yourself permission to be a little more expansive in how you present yourself. Because style maturity does not require you to erase anything. Whether I'm in a Nike Tech or a suit, you're gonna respect me the same way. So I don't know, man, what do y'all think?